Hey, it's Jack from Alpha Charts with a Stocks to Watch video. Today is September 17th, 2023. Before we get started, this video is for informational purposes only. These are not recommendations to buy, sell, or hold any stock or security. I may hold positions in some of the equities mentioned. Know your time frame and risk tolerance. Thank you all for watching the video. If you haven't done so yet, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It does help me, and I do appreciate that. You also find me on Twitter at AlphaCharts365. That is my Twitter handle, posting stuff all the time for everybody. And if you really like my stuff, again, I do have that subscriber group. It gives you a ton of extra content. Again, my goal is to keep you on the right side of the market in the best names possible. I think it's really built for the person working full time. It's built for everybody, of course. But man, I do a lot of the work for you. So you get to come in, review it, and then make your own decisions. That's, for $10 a month, I'm saving you hours and hours and hours of time. The trade-off is unbelievable for that small cost. I do multiple market notes throughout the week. I do multiple subscriber-only videos throughout the week. I do all kinds of chart requests throughout the week. I answer questions that people have every day. So again, I'm giving you a full subscriber service for just a fraction of the cost, and that's just I think an unbelievable value. If you are interested at Alpha Charts 365, click on the subscribe button, and I think you will enjoy it. Let's get to the video. Charts. S&P 500 is in this whether it's a base or whatever it is. Zooming in, we are seeing a Friday was not a very good looking day. We'll see if this continues or not. I did a whole state of the market on this yesterday. If you're interested in the detail of what I think is going on in the market, check out yesterday's video, state of the market, and I go into this in a lot of detail. But just so we know, lower high, lower high, lower high. Obviously, and underneath the 50-day and flattening moving averages, not my favorite. Okay. Let's go over. There weren't a ton of setups this week. So these are some of the best ones I could find. First one is Owl. So Blue Owl Capital. You can see that it's kind of making this base, big move up, 7%. Giant stop. Again, the volume on Friday, don't read too much in it, because there was index rebalancing as well as quad witching. So a lot of stuff going on Friday that causes these big spikes in volume. But if it can finish off this base, Owl looks pretty good. Affirm, AFRM, broke out, and now I was hoping to get some kind of pullback, but it's just kind of going sideways. I think as long as, it may gap fill for all we know. Actually, there's not much of a gap there left. But 2250, right? As long as it's above 2250, I think Affirm looks pretty good. It did try to move higher on a pretty rough day in the market. That's some nice relative strength. BRZE, right? This is Braze Inc. It's a computer software company, and VWAP from the IPO, well above that. VWAP from this gap, the earnings gap right there, well above that. It kind of came back, retested. Now, as long as it holds this 23-day or potentially the 50-day, I think that there's a lot of potential in this particular name. Would love to see it more hold the 23-day in this general area, right? If it gets below there, I'm not really interested in it, but it may give us an opportunity for a fresh breakout. Again, what's not to like about those, right? C1, Clearwater Analytics, again, creating this great looking base here. Pretty nice, actually, looking base. Let's just put a VWAP from here and see where that's. And there's your VWAP from the IPO. So yeah, very nice looking, good accumulation volume coming through here. Pulled back to the 9-day, and you see how that held. I like that as a very strong sign. So C1 looks good. Maybe my favorite so far. Duolingo. Again, we have this kind of general area right there. You see this little double bottom pattern. It's trying to finish. Might need a little bit more time to let these moving averages catch up, but again, aligning very bullishly, and 200-ish, 204, that's maybe the target, right? So that's not a bad little move right there. AXNX. So Exonics, again, it's been kind of just in this choppy kind of range, but if we zoom into this area from this gap, I like how it's kind of holding the VWAP right now. Again, it's kind of been up and down, but you're also about to get the cross on the 50 over the 200. So you see things starting to align bullishly. You know, that's a tough one, to be honest, because it's a little bit choppy and loose in here, right? So I'd probably look for it to tighten up, let the cross happen, let things kind of catch up back up, and then maybe a break of this trend line, right? So maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, but one to watch. DKNG, again, doing everything right. Everything's in an uptrend. Not as much accumulation in here that as I would like to see, but hasn't done anything wrong with its price action. So I kind of like that. Sprouts Farmers Market, just moving higher, right? I mean, look at Sprouts. Looks pretty good. Things are aligned bullishly. Let's juxtapose that with Kroger, which is one of the biggest, but it looks much different and looks pretty rough, to be honest with you. So Sprouts Farmers Market, definitely in the uptrend camp. BRBR, Bell Ringer brand, big up. Saw a pullback to the 50, big up, pull back to the 50-ish, big up, and now we're just kind of consolidating here. Fairly tight range, which I kind of like. You know, if $40 holds, I think you could be long this name. Anything under 40, I probably wouldn't. That's just me. You know, could get it down to 38. Sure, it's possible. But I think $40 for me would be where I'd manage risk. And the last one is going to be Coursera. Big double bottom, good accumulation showing up in the chart. Kind of tight here. You know, I just use this 23-day, right? It's right in the congestion zone. If 23-day holds, there's no reason why we can't be long Coursera, right? So it's 17 and a quarter. Basically, you know, you have $1 risk, roughly $1 risk here, for a pretty good looking name that's setting up and bucking the trend, right? That's relative strength. So Coursera looks pretty good, I think, and C1. Those are my two favorites in this particular video. So good luck this week. If you haven't yet, please find me at AlphaChoice365 on Twitter. Consider a subscription. It really does. I really do appreciate that. So anyway, you all have a great day and good luck this week.